Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a peek into a day in the life on our quarter-acre homestead with 3 very busy little kids. Although it's not yet officially springtime, we're currently in the gearing up for busy homestead life season. Spring and summer are typically very busy around here on the homestead, and spring especially is one of the busiest times of the entire year. In this video, you'll get an idea of what a typical day on our tiny little urban homestead looks like this time of the year while raising animals, preparing the garden, homestead expansion projects, and more. Homestead life is definitely hard work that takes a lot of effort and time, but it's so incredibly rewarding, and I hope you'll get an idea of that through this video as well. If you're new around here, hi, I'm KyAnn. I am a wife and mom of 3 kids, currently 4 and under, and we have a tiny little quarter-acre homestead in the city where we raise animals, plant a large garden, and we're trying to learn to grow the majority of our own food. We're trying to embrace doing what we can with what we have while we wait to hopefully one day have land in the future. And so I share a lot about our backyard homestead life, homemaking content, and intentional daily rhythms for stay-at-home moms who crave more peace and less overwhelm in their day-to-day lives. If you enjoy any of that kind of thing, I would love for you to subscribe and join this little YouTube family. And if you're not new around here, thank you so much for joining me for another video. As you can hear, I have a little bit of a cold, so hopefully that won't be too distracting for you. But we've just had sickness after sickness running through our family, and we're doing okay, but we just have one person will get it, and then it'll pass to the next person a few days later, so it just seems like the time of year where sickness is never ending. Anyways, to get into the topic of this video, this idea of slow living is honestly pretty interesting to chat about. I've had a few different conversations with friends or family recently about this topic and what exactly it means, what it looks like, etc. For me, slow living doesn't mean that I'm just sitting around waiting for life to happen to me without any schedule or routine or items to accomplish. It doesn't mean that I'm just sleeping in until whatever time I want, rolling out of bed when I feel like it, and letting the day happen to me. We very much value intentional rhythms, systems to get things done more efficiently, to keep things managed on the home front so we have more time to enjoy being present with our family, keeping a consistent routine as much as we can. You guys know I'm very passionate about all of those things and talk about them often. The rhythms and systems that I've set up for my life as a stay-at-home mom, homemaking habits and systems help my life kind of flow on autopilot, and the background, all of it has made such a drastic impact on my day-to-day life in the last few years. Hence why I even created my course, Simple Rhythms for Busy Moms, that is all about creating a consistent structure to your days as a busy stay-at-home mom to help you get more done and still be present with your family, helping you to embrace more peace and less overwhelm in your daily life. You guys know I'm super passionate about this, and if you're interested in learning more about my course and how to structure your days to get more done as a stay-at-home mom, I'll leave that link and discount code down below for you. But for me, the idea of slow living is just taking a slower approach to everyday life. When I feel the most balanced overall, I'm still keeping my daily rhythms and routines. I'm still making up a to-do list of things that need to be accomplished to keep me on track, because mom brain is so real, guys. I would lose my brain without my to-do list, like seriously. But I'm not living my days controlled by my to-do list. I'm leaving margin in my days to experience and enjoy the tasks that I'm doing, moving throughout the day with my kids, stopping to allow slow moments that weren't planned to just unfold naturally. A friend stopping in to say hi, a neighbor wanting to chat and catch up, my kids being curious about butterflies in the garden and wanting to learn more about how their wings work, or just noticing how beautiful the weather is that day and shifting our plans so we can spend the bulk of the day soaking in the sunshine and getting our outside work done first to enjoy that. Still very much a balance. We still have to get things done, but I think it's just carving out the time to where we're not just rushing through the day, just hustle, hustle, hustle all day long, only looking at my to-do list, only thinking about that, and being controlled by all of the tasks that I have to get done and not enjoying the beauty in those tasks. Even if they're small, mundane, everyday tasks, if you take the time to slow down and enjoy them, I think there are so many core memories that are waiting to be made with your kids. There's just so much to enjoy in the journey of life, like just the everyday mundaneness, chores, doing things around the house, the constant food cycle of needing to feed children and needing to work on different things around, like needing to work on sourdough bread or different aspects of that. There's so much that is just ongoing, and we're not just stopping that to just breathe in life and not do anything. That's not what I mean when I'm talking about slow living. But carving out the space that you can have the capacity to really enjoy what you're doing, to really do it alongside your kids and let them be present in it, to let them help, and to just enjoy the journey. That's something I'm learning a lot in life in general, is that life really is a journey about just getting to the goals that you set out, and then what? Like working so hard to get there, and then, you know, you tell yourself you'll slow down when this happens or when this happens or when this happens, and each season just kind of rolls into the next, and then you're never slowing down. That was me for a really long time, and so I'm really trying to embrace making goals, having goals to work towards, absolutely, but also taking the time to just slow down along the way and embracing my life as it is before I've accomplished those goals. We do have some new animals on the homestead. As you can see, we have chicks and ducks. So we brought ducks to the homestead, which we are super excited about. We got some new baby chicks to raise up, and the ducks are actually joining us for the garden. They're gonna be our little garden buddies. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I've done a lot of research on it, and there's kind of differing opinions on how people actually do this, so it'll probably be some trial and error. But one of the main reasons we got the ducks was because they are actually really great at helping control the pests in the garden, and they don't destroy the garden as much as chickens do. We do let our chickens into the garden, but mostly in the off season because they would destroy the garden otherwise. And so the ducks are a lot more gentle. They don't like peck and scratch like chickens do, so they're just a lot more gentle at breaking it up. And yeah, we're gonna utilize them in the garden to help in that way. They're also just fun and cute and friendly, and yeah, we're excited to have a new little animal on the homestead. All right, and the little guys. Oh, just a little cute little chickie. Come on, baby. Slow living for us recently, we've been spending a lot of time outside in the later afternoons and evenings once Matt gets home from work, just enjoying the chickens and the ducks. So we love to go outside and let them get some outside time on the days that are nice. I would say if it's above like 50 or 55 degrees, which we've had some nice days. We've had kind of a fake spring where we've had some nice warm days, and then it goes back down to, you know, 20 degrees the next day. So that's Kansas for you for sure. But on the nice days, we like to let them out and let them run around a little bit and just enjoy the sunshine, and we just sit out there as a family. We work on some homestead things because we have a lot that's going on to get ready for this year. We let the kids play. They've been enjoying the sandbox and all of that, and then we just spend some time out there together as a family. Thanks, and Granny. What are you doing? Hi.
This looks so cute.
Hi.
Mommy.
Hi.
This looks so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I see a muscle. Her face.
That's called a shadow, silly girl.
Here.
Hi. We've all just been enjoying watching them. Even Payson, she just turned 1. She just had her first birthday, and she's really enjoying watching them. She's getting a kick out of it for sure. And that's a piece of the slow living too, is just taking the time to where, you know, sometimes we feel like we could always be getting things done, and there's always more to get done, but taking the time to pause and enjoy these moments as a family, that's been something we've been doing every evening, and it's just been so life-giving to just spend this time together outside with the sun on our faces and just enjoying the animals that we have, enjoying the backyard that we have, dreaming of the plans that we have for the future, but also just enjoying where we're at right now. Here's one of the ducks. These guys are huge. Everyone told us they grow fast, but gosh, they grow way faster than you even think, even watching all these videos. Matt is working on putting together a mud kitchen in the background, but I thought I would show you one of the ducks. This is actually the biggest one. This is Knox's favorite that he called Day Day, and this is like the pure yellow one. We actually don't know what breeds they are because all of the ones they had at Atwood's, they didn't know the breeds. They were just assorted breeds, so we just got 4 of them, and I guess we'll find out when they get bigger which is which. Matt is working on a little project with Camden here in the background. So he's putting together a mud kitchen. We actually had plans to make like a pallet mud kitchen, and we've been meaning to do that for a long time. So we had like a little temporary one, but it was nothing fancy at all. And we really wanted to have a mud kitchen in the garden because I love to create spaces in the garden for my kids to come and play. So that's part of why I designed the garden to have like all the pathways and the arches. The arches are definitely to utilize the space well, to be able to maximize the small space that we have to grow things vertically, but also because I wanted my kids to be able to see the garden as a place to play, that they could be running through the aisles. Even though it is an in-ground garden, I sectioned out beds so that they could be running through the paths, so that they wouldn't be trampling over all the plants, but also that they could just run and play in the garden. That was kind of my dream. I wanted to have spaces that were taller with plants growing over them, that they could run through the tunnels, so it would almost feel like a little bit secret garden-esque. And we're working on that still. I think a garden is constantly evolving and changing, and we're adding some things that I'll talk about later in this video. But I love to create spaces that they can come join me, that they can come and work in the garden, and they can come and try the things that we're growing and all of that, but also that they can just come and be kids. They don't always have to just come and work, but they can just come and enjoy it as a separate like outside living space, I guess. And so we have a few different spots in the garden that they love to play, they love to dig, they have spots that they can do that. But I've had a spot sectioned out for an actual mud kitchen where I want to put a little garden bed for them, that we can plant some things together and teach them how they can harvest some of the leaves, like maybe some herbs or something where they can harvest the leaves and then they can use that in their mud kitchen. Teaching them how to like not just destroy the plant. We'll see how it goes because they're, you know, almost 3 and 4. I know my 4-year-old will grasp it and be totally fine. I'm not so sure about my almost 3-year-old, so we'll see how that goes. I'm taking a break to run inside really quick. Earlier in the video, I was shaping some bagels, and then I'm coming inside to get the yogurt started. It takes about 24 hours, so I'm getting that started so that we'll have that for tomorrow. So there is some back and forth for sure. I think having a homestead life, you do have to be home more than the average person. So that's something that we have really created, kind of a home-centered life. So a home-centered life is really important with that because you obviously have to be home to do things like sourdough bread or like fermenting things, taking care of the garden, taking care of the animals. Like obviously we go out and we do things also, but you do have to be home somewhat for that to happen. Back to what I was saying, we never made the pallet mud kitchen, and so I ended up putting one on the Christmas list for our kids, and they got one, and it's super cute. So Matt's just putting it together really quick. We may expand on it and build one with pallets or something that can be a little bit larger down the road, but it is adorable and they are super excited about it. So while he finishes that project, I am working on cleaning out the chicks and the ducks brooder. They are getting so big already. We're gonna have to probably get another bucket set up for them pretty soon because the ducks are like ginormous, which we knew would happen, but seeing it in real life, like literally every day I go out there and they're bigger. I don't know how I don't know how they grow so fast, but they do. And the ducks are way messier, which we had also heard too. So anyways, I'm taking some time to clean all of that out right now. This is just one of those tasks that you got to do. It's not glamorous, but it's part of homestead life. And we actually really enjoy the evenings. Like, this was a good evening. We were all outside. The kids were playing and helping Matt build. I was working on cleaning out these brooders, getting that done. Payson was just on my back, just chilling. She was happy and content, and the little chicks and ducks were running around, getting some sun, getting some outside time in, and we just had the best evening just spending it as a family. And we were still accomplishing things. You know, we had projects that we needed to get done. We were working on that, but we were also having really great conversations with our kids. Like, we weren't, I think there's just a difference between being controlled by the things that you have to do and being so focused on, like, I have to do it. I only have so much time, I have to do it as fast as possible, and then doing things, accomplishing the things that you need to get done, but leaving enough margin that you can really enjoy what you're accomplishing, that you can just embrace what you're doing, invite your kids into that, and just get it done at the pace that it happens, rather than needing to get it done by a certain amount of time. And so that's just something that we've been trying to apply to life overall, because even homestead life, we absolutely love. There are so many benefits. It's so rewarding. We love it. But we've experienced burnout even within our small 1/4 acre homestead. The first year that we got into it, we got dairy goats, we got chickens, we made a really large garden and put that in, and we did all of the infrastructure for all of those things. And we did all of that within, I think, a couple months, like 3 or 4 months maybe total. But that, like, we had animals within probably way even less time than that. And so we were taking care of the animals while building some of the infrastructure. It was just a lot of work, and it can be really easy to get burnt out. And if you're not taking the time to actually enjoy the things you're doing, I know we felt that the first year of, like, we really were looking forward to doing all of that, but then we put so much on our plate that it felt like we were constantly just needing to get the next thing done to even just stay on top of it. And so we didn't have as much time to just soak it in and enjoy the things that we built, enjoy the life that we were building and the lifestyle that we were creating with our kids, as much as we were just needing to move on to the next thing and cross things off the to-do list. Which can be just a really easy trap to fall into in life in general. In homestead life, we found that in building businesses as well. It's something that I've definitely consistently struggled with in my life, of just biting off more than I can chew, and then, you know, having these dreams and desires that I was working towards, and then you're working so hard on them that you're not actually living out the why, the reason behind why you did that. You're just so caught up in the hamster wheel of trying to get things done or trying to do more that you're not slowing down to enjoy the reason that those dreams existed in your heart to begin with. Granny, Casey and Granny. Come on. Where are you going? Did you get in here by yourself? Did you get in here by yourself? Did she get in here by herself, or did you bring her in? Excuse me, ma'am, I need to order something. Can I have a burger?
Yep, it's already cooking.
It's already cooking for me? Perfect, thank you.
And here.
What kind of burger is it?
But it's not.
It's a what?
A pig burger.
A pink burger?
Yep.
Ooh, perfect for Valentine's Day.
And the address, so we put a leaf in it after the cookie.
You're gonna put a leaf in it?
No, on top, so it can be delicious.
Oh.
Okay, let's cook now, Bubsy. Yep. I didn't also do my food.
Are you making me a burger too, Bubs?
No.
Okay, I was gonna briefly show you, so we got the mud kitchen all set up. The kids are absolutely loving it already, but I was gonna briefly turn you around and show you some of our plans for the garden, because I'm standing, and where the mud kitchen is like in what is now the middle of our garden, and we are expanding the entire goat pen area into more garden space. So I'm gonna turn you around and show you what we're planning to do. It isn't done yet, so we have a lot of work to do, but we opened up, so the goat pen used to end right here. if you can see, the gate was right there, and then it came all the way across. So we took that out, and now this is all open. We spread out all of the compost and hay and stuff that we had from the goats, which worked out really well. And then we're gonna be making all of this into garden beds. Back there, where the chicken coop is where the chicken coop area is gonna start. So we'll put cattle panels up this way, and then we actually have some dead alley space on the side of our house down there. And so they're gonna have more room back there even than just that. But we're gonna have like a long bed here. You can see all of our extra building stuff here that we need to get rid of. So there's some spare parts everywhere, so it's not the prettiest yet, but we have a lot of work to do. But yeah, we'll have a long bed here, several more beds in the middle, and like a bed coming across here. Anyways, I have it all mapped out. I'm super excited about it. So this is about 800 square feet of space just in the goat pen area. And then this middle part, as you can see, it's all a work in progress. But last time when we were building this out, I didn't really get to show you how we built everything. We started YouTube once it was already built, so I figured I would show you. So this is gonna become like a seating area is the idea. We have the kids' mud kitchen where Knox is playing there. This was actually a temporary mud kitchen, so we're gonna take that out. We're gonna put in some little garden boxes for the kids to use and maybe some flowers and stuff. So this whole area over here will be like a sitting area for us to just kind of come and relax in the garden, and then some pretty flowers and things like that, and maybe some space for the kids to grow. And then over in our main garden area, which you guys have seen before, it's getting dark so I won't show you everything, but we're gonna outline all along the fence all the way down, a little skinny bed all the way along there, along the edge there, and then all the way down here too. Between the wind and my kids coming out here, hopefully you could hear some of that. But yeah, we're gonna be expanding the garden a lot this year. We're really excited about it. I have a dream of making it feel like almost jungle-like, kind of like wild garden, secret garden style, and we'll see. Obviously building gardens takes time. Things have to get established, all of that. We'll see how much we can get to this year, but I have some really fun plans, and I'm really excited to bring you guys along for all of it. So hopefully you could get an idea of some of what we're planning. I'll show you guys again in another video, but thank you so much for watching another video. And if you're new around here, I would love for you to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you're not new around here, thank you so much as always for joining us for another video, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye friends.